It's summertime and Dorothy's so fine. Like you gon' be mine one of these days. 'Cause now we are here on Nikke. All right, y'all, we're back here on Nikke, and I wanted to try this team out because I feel like if you really sit back and really think about all the units we've gotten within the last couple of years for summer, it kind of seems like they've been working towards this moment right now where we have these crazy water DPSs. And then again, if you take a look at the support characters we've gotten and all of them throughout the past years, you can actually make somewhat of a powerful water team nowadays. So I feel like I'm gonna try that out today in today's video. I want to see, with all the summer characters we've had and the characters that I'm thinking in my head, how good are they going to be with their buffs towards some of the water characters we have now, which is obviously Dorothy and Eleg. So subscribe and like, and let's get into the video. Also, thank you guys for 25,000 subscribers. We did reach 25,000 subscribers, so thank you guys for that. So this is the team right here we're gonna go in with. I'm gonna go in with Scope Lock because I don't think my boy Rebuke, I'm on his account, shout out to Rebuke. I don't think Rebuke has these characters built up. He has obviously Dorothy and Eleg built up, but not Neon, not Rosanna, and not Mary, right? And the reason why I want to try this team is because obviously Mary's a character who has her heals or whatever, but anytime you use her burst skill, all water code allies are going to get a stackable buff of damage of strong element, right? And I feel like that's going to be very, very helpful, especially for all the water characters on the team. Not to mention it's only for 3 seconds, but she does give an attack buff of 16% to, again, only water code allies. So with her second and her burst skill, I feel like that's gonna come in clutch there. Rosanna isn't a water character, but at the same time she does have damage taken increase to all enemies, and she's on a 20-second cooldown, so that is something that I want to work with as well. And we are going to take this outside of shooting range as well and try it out there. Probably not, because again, I don't know if we should. Rebuke doesn't have his Neon built, to be fair, right? And then Neon is a character who she has not only damage to parts but also damage of strong element for herself when you use a burst 3 character, right? So that's going to be helpful there. And then obviously we have Eleg on the team to kind of just support all the water characters on the team. So I want to see what this team is really doing when you actually consider the fact that this team has everything that all the water DPSs need. I hope Neon, for the sake of the video, I hope Neon actually cooks, but we'll have to wait and see. But let's get in there now. All right, so we're here in shooting range. Again, Neon has always been a character, for example, that she's really just been bad. Like Neon has never had a good, she's never been good, right? She's always been bad, and I'm hoping that okay, we're gonna, the next burst skill, we're not watching it. No, I'm not getting demonetized. I'm not. That's not coming on the video. Yep, y'all already knew that was not happening. You guys can see this one though, but you're not watching the Rosanna one, no. But anyways, Neon is at 5.5 million, right? I'm kind of rooting more for Neon just because I feel like now there's no more excuses for her. Like when Neon came out, all she had realistically was Mary, but now there's no more excuses with Rosanna. There's no more excuses with Eleg on the team. There's realistically no more excuse for this character. Well, now Eleg is giving obviously her damage of strong element buff towards all these characters, well, when she reaches 4, which is at 4 now, so now we all have that, right? And then after this burst skill right here, we're on the second stack for Mary. So what is Neon at? She's at 24 million. Her burst skill was never that good though. That was the problem with Neon. You never wanted to use her burst skill because it just never did any damage, right? That was her biggest problem. It never did any damage. But my thing is, I'm not trying to use Eleg's burst skill. We have no cooldown reduction, but it's fine. Like, yeah, Neon is never going to be good. It's just, I'm sorry, it's just never going to happen. It's just so pathetic. It's like, she's a 2023 character, I get it. But even when she came out, she was just not good. Like, it's actually so sad to me. Neon is like the most forgettable character in the game. And I don't know why, like, they didn't take the opportunity to, like, give old summer characters buffs. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. I think the characters that they gave a favorite item to are like, sure, whatever, they could have it. But are you never gonna buff up limited characters? Why are we not getting a favorite item for Neon? Why are we not getting a favorite item for Mary, right? Honestly, even Summer Helm, and I know it might be crazy to say, but they could have given it to Summer and these too. I know she's broken. I know she's powerful. I know she didn't need it, but like in the sake of like having 4 favorite items and it being a summer thing, They should have done it. I feel like they could have just given all the summer characters from the very first summer event, you know, favorite items, right? I know Helm and I know Anita are very good, but at the same time, you got to remember, those two characters are also, okay. Her and, oh my god, her and Eleg got the same damage, bro. And Eleg is fully stacked up. I should be using Eleg's burst skill here, which I'm about to do. I'm going to use Eleg's burst skill here. Because there's just no reason why this is, like, it should be going like this. Right, Rosanna, like, her, you know, her damage taken increase is helpful, but it's not like, you know, I don't necessarily need it. I'm going to, okay. I always forget that's her burst skill animation, and it just scares me when I see it. Like, these summer characters, Nikke has no shame when it comes to them, right? When it comes to these summer characters, Nikke really has no shame. But it's fine, because now we're going to be able to go through 2 burst rotations without using Neon's burst skill, and maybe, just maybe, oh my god, I didn't even give them cubes. I forgot to give them cubes. Oh my god. Her damage is still quite embarrassing. I can't even lie to y'all. You can't make it up. Her damage is quite embarrassing. I forgot to give her a cube because look how long she's taking to reload. Oh my god. It is what it is, bro. Like, is it good enough in 2025? No, it's really not. You can't run a full summer team. Realistically, you cannot. You just can't. Maybe if I had somebody who actually did damage there, it would be better. Because I feel like if I had, like, Helm there, right? Obviously, the insane Helm, or even Ludmilla, right? The winter Ludmilla, like a seasonal banner team or whatever. If I had her there, it would be better. Honestly, I don't know. Okay. I just don't know. I feel like no matter what you do, Neon will never be good. Like 204 million damage. Are you serious? In 3 minutes, to be fair, it's scope lock and stuff like that, but she's not built, and I don't expect a Rebuke to build her or anybody to build her. She's not good. It's just the way are these characters all out? A2, 2B, Dorothy, Eleg. Is that many banners out right now? Hold on, let me go check that real quick, because that's concerning. There's no way they have that many banners out, and they're all limited. 1, 2, 3, 4. God damn, they're all limited banners out. Every single banner out right now is a limited banner, y'all. I don't know what to say to that. I really just don't know what to say to that. Hey, I don't know. All right, I just did it. I'm putting her on the team. I'm putting Crown on the team, and I want to see Neon no burst skill. I want to see her pop off. Right, I don't think I'm on scope block here, but at this point it's whatever. Like I do want to see her pop off though. So let me put on scope block because I do want to kind of see her pop off. And I know scope block doesn't have overload gear and all that stuff, but at the same time scope block is giving her the stats and at least the skill levels that she needs to be decent. You know what I mean? The one thing about Neon is you don't want to use her burst skill, but that was the biggest problem for her, because if you don't use her burst skill, then you don't get her effects, right? I don't remember which effect it was, but it was this first one right here, the damage to parts. You don't get this effect because you have to use her burst skill, and if you use her burst skill, she's just doing a lot of like weak damage. So now, where she has reload speed and all that stuff from even just Crown alone, there should be no excuses on why this character cannot perform, right? She has all the supports under the sun. Right, I'm not being funny, but she does. She has all the support under the sun. I know Eleg is not going to be as consistent with her buffs, right? But there's not much we can do there, right? I guess Eleg and Neon are just 2 characters you just don't want to use at the same time, right? And it's only because like Neon and Eleg are both 2 niche characters. They're both characters realistically you don't want to use any of their burst skills, right? But you have to use one of them. Right, and honestly, if I had to pick between Neon and if I had to pick between Eleg to use their burst skills on a team like this, I'm picking Eleg 100%. Because what is Neon offering me? It's been 2 years and she's gotten no love. She's been dead since, like, I don't even know that. It's actually embarrassing to say, but Neon is a character that had died on arrival. Like, she literally, when she flew into this game on that plane, it crashed. Because there's just no way the character is that bad. There's no way Neon is that bad. Rappy is powerful in this game. Anise is powerful in this game. Neon is a part of that squad, and they treat her like she's utter garbage. And they're never going to give us another Neon, bro. I feel like we're never going to see another Neon. Because, like, who cares for Neon like that? I'm not being funny, y'all, but I don't know one person who says, yeah, Neon is my queen. You hear that about Rappy, you hear that about Anis all the time. I've never in my life heard anybody say Neon is their favorite character in Nikke, or one of their favorite characters, right? And I think realistically, maybe back in the day she used to be, but I think because of this character specifically, people just don't rock with her anymore. That's just my opinion. But what's her damage? 141 million. Oh my God, I do damage. Why should I do damage, bro? Like, why is she generally? Am I missing something? Why is the character not performing? Why is she not performing? Neon, you are a joke. This was supposed to be like a full water comp video, but then I turned it into a Neon showcase and she just disappeared, like disappointed me, as always. You know what? I'm done with Neon. This will be my final year ever making a video about this character, because there's no more excuses. She's had all the buffs this year and she's just not performing. I just don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say. Like, oh my God, this is actually a joke. She's embarrassing. She's embarrassing, right? Crown can't help her. Mary and Neon, Mary, don't get me wrong, are you doing good? Like, her heals are great. Mary, that was her whole thing. Her heals were fantastic, right? And her buffs, I feel like her buffs are going to be very useful in the sense of like damage, a strong element. Like, it's helping Dorothy, it's helping Eleg. Even Eleg, look how close Eleg is. No overload gear because it's scope block, right? Look how quite close Eleg is. She's 200 million down, but like, it's closer to Dorothy than it's ever been. I mean, unless Dorothy uses her burst skill right here, which I feel like she is going to. Yeah, so now it's just Eleg, you're not going to. But like, you know what I'm trying to say? We're fully stacked up. We're not fully stacked up, but we have the stacks that we need to get damage, a strong element, whatever. And both of these two characters are like, I don't know. I feel like one, I forgot Eleg has Crocs. Look at the numbers. It's just 300 million gap across the board. 800 million, 500 million, then 268 million. I feel like Neon is a joke, honestly. Could I win? Like, could I get to stage 7 in Harvester with this team? Genuinely. Like, I know it was scope block, but I'm gonna give her gear and then we're gonna come back. All right, we're going in here. I believe we have our heals, which I'm not worried about because that's all you need for Harvester. I feel like once you have heals for Harvester, you're not worried. Like, you don't need to worry, right? You just break the head and you have your heals and you're done with Harvester. That's realistically all you need to do, right? Instantly just go for that head and then boom. Once you have that, you're realistically you're good, right? Obviously Eleg is not going to be fully stacked here, so we're not going to get her second skill, which I do think her second skill would be very helpful for us in this situation, right? That's one thing I will say. Like, I feel like Eleg will 100% be meta for Harvester just because of the value she has as a character. Like, in terms of, you know, the buff she has and, you know, being able to clear projectiles and mobs as easily she does as an off-field burst 3. Like, all these mobs we wouldn't have to worry about. None of them. Not a single one of them we'd have to worry about. It's taking very long for us to break this, which is, like, yikes. Okay. And then there's Dorothy, right? I'm just trying to break this head real quick. Once we, okay, there. Now we've broken the head, we can, like, auto. Once you break the head, you're auto. You just play on auto on this mode. But we're already at level 4. In 2 minutes, so I think within 1 minute, so within the next 2 minutes we could probably get to level 7. We need them heals, but if you look at Mary, like, Mary has her use, right? She's gonna heal up. At the end of the day, Mary's 100% gonna heal us up, right? Oh, not Dorothy. Oh my God, she's dead. She's dead. And I'm done. I've seen enough Neon. Help! Anyways, y'all, it's clear as day. Neon will never get the light. I mean, maybe, I pray if they don't give her a favorite item next year, next summer, then I have no hope, because I don't see why they're gonna just give a limited favorite item throughout any period of the time if it's not with the actual event. But at the same time, I don't ever see them doing limited favorite items for the one simple fact that anybody that's a favorite item character literally gets put into the mileage shop for like literally the rest of their period, right? Like, all the favorite item characters we have right now, you can get them or their dupes any single time within now till the next set of favorite items, which is going to be in half a year or even more than half a year. So I don't think they're ever going to do it with limited characters, because what if they ever gave Dorothy a favorite item? Like, what, we're gonna have a pilgrim just sitting in there and she's probably gonna be crazy now because of her favorite item? I don't think so. So hey, Neon, you've been dead on arrival, and I always come back every year to, you know, visit your grave, and, you know, it is what it is. But it's your boy Zxous. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this video or not. Let me know if you guys like Neon. Like, let me know, genuine. If any of you guys are a fan of Neon, let me know. But it's your boy Zxous. I'm out. Peace.